Hey everybody on YouTube, it's me, Miss Cris. I thought I would drop and do an update video for you because I have seriously dropped the ball on my daily stand-ups. Sorry. But I do want to do an update on my journey to weight loss and health, because truly my journey is for health and loving myself. So let's start with the loving myself department. Really having some trouble with that one. Some serious trouble with that one. So this morning I woke up and I don't even know what it was that triggered, but I started getting down on my teeth. And pardon the nails, they look really bad. You see, like that one, this was like not even painted and they're all chipped up. I got down on my teeth and I pulled, I started looking for information on the Invisalign and things like that because I really don't like my spaces. So first I'm going to ask you all, what do you think? Should I try to save some cashola to get them fixed? I thought if I did do it, I could use the money that I make from my Google payouts. I'm still going to do the $25 giveaway every time I do a Google payout, but if I could use the rest of it, I could bank it. It's going to take me a year or so to save up. 2 years, 2.5 years. Clicking slow. But use that money to get those Invisalign things. I know I couldn't do braces, but I don't even know why we're on this topic, because it's more of the self-hating piece that, and if I did it, it wouldn't be for the right reasons. So perhaps it's a bad idea. I've been trying to feel more positive about myself and not say so many negative things about my weight, especially, and it's been very, very hard. But every time I do it, I kind of think like, why am I doing this? What is wrong with me? I think it was Bejeweled Hedgehog, Alice, who said something like, when I was thin, I didn't walk around and be like, oh, the thin girl's gonna catch up to you. You don't point out your flaws, or you don't point out the things you like about yourself. You will verbalize your flaws. So I need to stop that, and I think about it every time I do it. So my hair is looking pretty blah today. So I'm having trouble with the negative self-talk, but I am more aware of it. I have bought some new clothes. So those of you who listened to my vlog like a month or so, 2 months ago, I have started getting some newer clothes. I haven't got slacks, but because I gained some of that weight back, the slacks I have are fitting better, which I don't want them to. But I've invested in a couple dresses too, so that's different. And I am trying to do something new and different with my wardrobe or my appearance. Every few days, every week or so, things like, what is up with my hair? I can't stop touching it. Try to do something new. Like, I never really wear jewelry. I started wearing necklaces here and there, and I actually liked it. So I have some more necklaces that I really like wearing. And then this week, I got this large, it is a huge ring. It covers 3 fingers, but it only goes on one. It says Bejeweled Spider, and I thought it was really nice, but it's so bold for me, but I got it and I wore it and I actually liked it, so yay. So that was my something new this week, was the ring. Food. I'm gonna pop some foods today. I woke up this morning after the whole Invisalign thing, and I don't even know where that came from, but I made a decision that today I was going to try to eat clean. I was going to be 100% natural foods. No processed foods. I originally said only fruits and vegetables because I want to prepare for this this reboot that I want to do. But it didn't end up being that I only ate fruits and vegetables, because I ended up thinking I'm probably not going to get enough calories because I'm not juicing it, and I'll get full too fast. So I will show you some pictures. This is my dinner. I made a tilapia fillet. I made 2 of them because they're like 80 calories each. On each tilapia fillet, I did a black pepper, and I did a very light dash of salt because my body reacts very poorly to sodium. And then I baked them at 375 for about 15 minutes, I think. And then when I pulled them out and they were still hot, I took half a lemon and squeezed about half of that, so fresh lemon juice on top of the fish. And then next to that are carrots. I bought frozen carrots because, you know, I'm okay with fresh fruits and vegetables, but they can go bad, so I do tend to lean towards frozen. I do not eat canned vegetables. I have not eaten canned vegetables in probably 2 years. The first time when I went and lost weight, I wanted to, the sodium, again, was the driving force, because if you look at a can of green beans, it's not a vegetable anymore. It's just a big can of wet salt. So to avoid that, I stopped eating cans. The only thing I get in cans now are tomato paste, tomato sauce, and then the man likes to make chili mac, and he gets chili in a can. And then occasionally we'll have soup from a can, but I can probably tell you that outside of tomato paste and tomato sauce, I have had less than 10 canned foods. In fact, I had to eat canned corn a week ago, and it made me sick to my stomach. I didn't like it. It didn't taste right. It tasted very bland. Because when I cook corn on the stove, I put the corn kernels in, just add water, and then add about a tablespoon of sugar, and it draws the sweetness out of the corn, and it's really good. You should try it. And I don't know where this went off my dinner. So anyway, the carrots, I just took the frozen carrots and boiled them until they were done, and then just put just a little sprinkle of salt on that, again, to add some flavor, but not enough to where I'm going to blow up. So all in all, with the salt, I probably only had about 1/8 of a teaspoon on my entire meal. And then now I'm sitting here. After dinner, I sat there, I thought, that's not a lot of food, but my body is trained to, like, I've trained it to consume so much food. Not as much as 2 years ago, but definitely more than a year ago. 2 years ago, I think I did a video on, like, one trip to McDonald's, and it's embarrassing. I don't like that person who I was at that time. And right now, I'm somewhere between healthy-minded Cris and morbidly obese Cris. You know, now I'm at the, I still have some healthy habits. I have healthy things that I do, things I don't want to do, but definitely not as much as healthy Cris. So I sat after dinner and I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to want more. I actually contemplated making more fish. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I would be introducing in some more salt, and I would also be feeding into that psychological, that feeling of I need to eat a whole lot. You know, if I sat for a little bit, which I did, now my stomach is not growling. I'm not stuffed, which is fine. You don't want to be gorged, but you don't want to be hungry either. So I'm at a very good place as far as how my body feels. But right after dinner, I knew that that was coming. So what I did was I got up, I went to the kitchen, and I made a very big fruit salad because I know the kids and the man will eat it. So I just literally took whatever fruits I had laying around, and I thought that they'd go in there, and then Squirt was like, oh, let's put some of that in there. That was pretty much how the fruit salad was born. There's no added sugar. There's no anything else other than fruit. So here's a picture of that. It is now currently sitting in the refrigerator because I used frozen strawberries. Again, strawberries go bad very easily, so I usually only buy fresh strawberries if I know I'm going to make something with them, or like I like to dip strawberries in chocolate. So I keep frozen strawberries for smoothies and things like that, so it saves me from having to freeze it. But I get unsweetened. I just get plain strawberries in a bag, and I do read the ingredients before I buy things like that. So I added frozen strawberries. That's the bulk of it. Like half that fruit salad is strawberries because we love strawberries. There are 2 apples, I think a Honeycrisp and a Macintosh, I think are the 2, because I had one in one bag and then I had a bag of another apple. So, and then there are 2 bananas, the juice of 1 lemon, and that's to keep things from turning brown, a pear. There's about 2 of my handfuls of grapes. I cut those in half and threw them in. And I think that might be all the fruit that we put in there. I mean, there's only like 5 or 6. I'd say 4 or 5 fruits and then the lemon. I didn't have any oranges, or I would have done 1 orange over it, because I prefer orange over my fruit salad. I think it goes better, but the lemon's still going to be really good. So we took that, and the time it took us to cut everything up, the strawberries are already probably a third of the way thawed. So now they're sitting in the refrigerator, and everything is marinating together, and I think it's going to be delicious. So I have that. So when I start getting that sweet craving here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to go in and have some fruit salad. So while I didn't just eat fruits and vegetables today, I did lunch I took, and I put a bed of green beans down on my casserole dish, and I diced up a mushroom. There's actually 2 mushrooms. And sprinkled that on top, and added some pepper and some garlic and some minced onion. I didn't even salt those. Baked those at 450 for 10 or 15 minutes. Pulled them out and ate them right out of the pan. So that was my lunch. So like I said, while I didn't eat 100% clean because of the fish, I still feel that I did very well, because it wasn't a processed fish. It was actually a fillet of tilapia. So, and I think I needed the extra calories and the protein, because I was feeling a little run down after lunch, but that's okay. So I'm actually really happy with how I ate today. It's 8 p.m., so we'll see how it goes until bedtime, but that's okay. Other than that, that's all I have to update as far as the weight loss thing. My birthday is next week, so that's cool. Squirt's birthday is next week. That's really cool. So, graduate in 3 weeks, and I found out that graduation was the same day as Mother's Day, so that means I think my mom is coming over, so it means she will be here for Mother's Day, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, that's all I got. I look forward to talking to you all. Leave comments. I like commenting and having conversations back and forth. I'll probably post this video on my Losing It 2 blog, just because it is more of an update, and I haven't put anything out there for about a week. Today is my first official eating clean day, and I think what I'm going to do is, on the days that I eat clean, I'm not going to exercise. I'm not going to eat try every day, because I think I would lose interest very quickly. So I'm going to probably try to eat clean 3 to 4 days out of the week, and the other days just try to watch my portions with regular food and exercise on those days, because if I'm having a low intake of calories, I cannot do vigorous exercise, because I'll burn all those calories up and my body will go into a drought mode. So hopefully, my first goal is to get into the 270s. That's right. I am, right now when I weighed this morning, I was 288.2. So fat. But we're not going there. I'm being open and honest, and that's my weight, and that's what I am. I will say that I don't, as tall as I am, and with my physical build, with my physical build, I am of Viking stature, just a very large framed person, so I don't see myself ever getting under like 200 pounds again. If I went to like 180, 190, I would be thrilled, because then I would be in a really healthy weight for me, because I am tall and I am large framed. I'm not a dainty little girl. But I see myself, if I could get to 215, 220, I would be very happy at that, to maintain that for the rest of my life. So, that's how big I am. I mean, I say I'm 288.2, and it sounds like I'm huge, but I've been much bigger. I currently am not considered morbidly obese at this point in time. Maybe I should go check those numbers again. Alright, so I've rambled on some more, even though I said that I didn't have any more. So Harold, if you watch this, I'm sorry, because I know you've commented on that before. As for the $25, I have been a bad giveaway person, because the winner of my last giveaway does not have her prize yet. The prize is supposed to be in the mail right now. The man took it with him to work, so I believe he was buying a stamp to put on the envelope and mail it. So tomorrow morning I will have a better update on if it actually made it to the mail. But as far as it has left this house with intent to mail. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.